welcome back to Southwest Flavor. We're here every Tuesday at 9 a.m. We have a little bit of a late start, so we'll run a couple minutes past 10 a.m. today, so just stick with us. We have a great show lined up for you, and I have across from me here one of my really good friends, Jeff Frizzell. Welcome, Jeff.
Hey, it's great to be here, man. Thanks.
Yeah. We've been hanging out for a long time, probably close to 25 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not that either of us are that old. But no.
I don't think I've changed at all.
No.
At least my hairstyle hasn't. But
I did a Facebook post this morning, and I found a vintage Jeff picture.
Yeah.
It was from 2017, and you're doing a concert for Rock and Java.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually did a lot of original stuff then, but it was.
So you write some of your own music. You play a lot of classic rock.
Yep, I do that,
Yeah.
and now I've been crossing over because country music now is kind of getting into the rock side of things.
Yeah.
I mean, like your Chris Stapleton's got a tone that I can easily. It's in my wheelhouse.
Yeah. Okay.
So doing some of that. So we mix it whenever I do go out and play. We mix it all up, and everybody seems to really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So.
And I heard that you've been playing over at the church in Oro Valley Church of the Nazarene.
Yeah, I was over there for a little bit, and my business, I was getting just so busy. I had to step back for a little bit.
Okay.
But I enjoyed it over there. There's some good folks there, too.
There's a lot of people that we know from up here on the Northwest
side.
Yeah.
They're coming up out there in the lobby there going, hey, I know you, but you don't know me, kind of a thing.
Right.
But I was like, it was cool. Yeah. Cool to meet you.
I don't think most people know how much time it actually takes to put together the production for a church band.
Yeah.
You know, all the different musicians and all the production that goes into it. It's a lot.
Over there at Oro Valley Church of the Nazarene, they got it going on. They've got, you'll get in your in-ear monitors, you'll get your clicks and your cues, and then you'll get, hey, it's coming up in 2, 3, 4. Or, so you've got, I don't know, almost a lot of people in your ears.
A lot of people in your ear. Yeah.
I'm trying to sing. But it's cool, man.
Yeah. Technology has really evolved. I mean, from when we started doing band stuff 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, I know. And there's always the talk of having the click tracks, and a lot of people just can't stand it. And then, and then others they're fine with it. But for the most part, it does keep the tempo where it should be, at least.
Right.
So
tell us a little bit about All Pro.
Oh yeah, I started cleaning carpet tile and upholstery cleaning. It's All Pro carpet tile and upholstery, and started doing that back in, I believe, 1988.
1988?
1988.
Oh wow, okay.
I started working for a ChemDry back in the day.
That was like a franchise, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still, I think there's still one or two around.
Yeah. Okay.
The carbonated carpet cleaners, so to speak. but I worked with them for about 8 years.
Oh, okay.
But my last 3 years there, this is starting a business it's tough.
It is, yeah.
Especially when I was raising at the time it was 2 kids, and then had a third within that. But
yeah, no matter what the economical environment is, starting a small business is hard.
Yeah,
it is.
I remember, it was 3 years prior to that, I was working my job with my boss at ChemDry during the day, and then in the evening, to save money, I was delivering pizzas.
Okay, yeah.
So I would work from 6 a.m. until 2 a.m.
Wow. That's almost a Dave Ramsey thing, you know?
Yeah.
And Dave Ramsey says to get ahead, get a second job.
Yeah, so that's what I was doing. So, and I had one of those big old 5-gallon water buckets, and I filled it up.
Yeah.
I filled it up and said, I'm going to start this. And I told my boss, and he got a little upset at the moment, and just came and let me go. I said, hey, I'm going to give 2 weeks notice. I want to start my own. So he came over and he goes, nope.
You're done.
It ain't working.
Yeah.
Don't you try to take my customers, which I didn't.
Yeah.
Take a single one. I wanted to be a fresh start and clean.
Yeah.
So
do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that all the savings that I had when I started it was within 6 months was gone, because every advertisement that I was doing was literally just paying for the advertisement.
Yeah.
Which people say that's a win. but
Yeah.
it sure didn't feel like it when that's all you got.
Right.
So,
But you had to have the phones ringing.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you don't have any business if they don't know that you exist.
yeah, and I remember for, what was it, $150, I got 10,000 door hangers,
Oh, okay.
right? And
Yeah.
so I was like, I've got to come ahead on this. And so I hit everywhere, and I was running from door to door at first, and I was like, man, this is tough.
I've done door hangers before.
I've
Yep.
got rollerblades.
Oh,
So I put on rollerblades, and yes, even back then, sidewalks and streets still had holes and
Yeah.
stuff. So it worked out to be.
you didn't tie
kinda
your
better.
shirt into a knot or anything while you had your rollerblades on.
No, I should have. Maybe that would have helped. I don't
Maybe you
know.
would have made a couple more sales.
I would have had the look. That's right. I would have had the right look then.
Yeah.
But I would sometimes I'd be skating up, and people would be like looking at the side of their door. What is this?
Yeah.
And so I quickly skate away, almost fall, but.
Yeah, there's no ring doorbells or anything back then. So.
No, and I got, I did get, I think I got about 10,000 door hangers. I think I got about 50 calls.
Okay. Yeah. Normally for door hangers, it's about 1% that you get. So
And I
if you
think
have
the
found,
rollerblades might have helped.
Maybe they
They're
helped,
"Who's
yeah.
This guy's working.
yeah. I did door hangers. I think the first year I did door hangers, it was maybe May, and it was
Yeah.
close to 100 degrees.
Oh, man.
And yeah.
But the thing was that back then, phone book was it. So the 6 months
Yeah.
prior, the phone books weren't out yet. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, you had to
then-
wait till the new one came out. Yeah.
So then the new one came out, and I did this last advertisement. Matter of fact, I literally was down to, after that, I had $150 to our name.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
And
I can understand that completely. Yeah.
and we were at church on Sunday morning. I said, hon, I think we should just give it all to the church. I think we should just give it all.
Oh, wow.
Because
Yeah.
we're already not and we're already not making it. And so she goes, yeah. I said, we need God to step in now. So
Yeah.
this is me giving it all. And that, what's really cool is that, the next day, and I went to pawn my acoustic guitar.
Oh.
When I had one, I have like 19 guitars now, but then I had one.
You don't have a problem.
Not at all. It's just so hard to say no. I like that one. There's one over there.
Yeah.
across the road.
There's one on the wall there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a blue one like that, but a red one would look really good. So
There's no such thing as too many guitars.
that's right.
Yeah.
but
yeah. I'm here to support you.
my wife, she says there is. I've got them under the bed.
In closets.
I've got them everywhere.
Yeah.
But I went to pawn my guitar, and back then it was beepers, not
Yep.
phones.
Yep.
And I said, babe, if someone calls, let me know before. So we gave everything, and I'm now pawning my guitar on
Wow.
Monday.
Yeah.
So I'm going in. It's a slow drive. I followed the speed limit because I was waiting for the beeper to go off.
Yeah.
Sure enough, nothing. And I get out and I slowly walk to the pawn shop and open up the door. Nothing. I sighed. I took a step in. Beeper goes off.
Uh-huh.
The guy probably thought I was crazy. I ran out, ran to my van, drove across the street to a payphone. Payphones are things that we used to put money
Right?
to make phone calls. So I make a phone call.
And you had to know the phone number also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There was no digital display saying Jeff's number or whatever.
Nothing. Yeah, we really had to dig deep.
Yeah.
It was tough then. But so I get
You
there.
had to take notes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I get there. I make the call. My wife says, we got a job that's enough to pay for our phone bill, and we can get some food to eat tonight.
Ooh, nice.
So I was like, all right, another day.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
And so and we got a job that I got to do, immediately the next day. And while I'm out, my wife beeps me again. I'm like, what? She goes, we've booked 27 jobs today.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah. So
That phone was nonstop that day.
yeah.
Yeah.
We booked 27 jobs, and that was where we never looked back after that.
Wow. What a success story.
Yeah, it was. I'll never forget it. That was like, I don't know. I took my guitar and I like that.
Your sacrificial guitar.
My sacrificial
right?
guitar.
And you're ready to sacrifice
I still have that guitar. It's really special.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll pull it out and strum on it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it was really cool. So having a business is tough, but
it is.
I did have many years of experience through Kimdry. And then when I went to go get equipment and whatnot, I went up to a company called ProCam up in Phoenix.
Okay.
I don't even know if they still do that. I don't think they have a place in Phoenix, but I went up there and did a tour.
Okay.
So they showed me all the truck mounts and whatnot, and showed me how they're making their powder for Stanley Steamer for everyone, because they had their little labels they put on them. And so I
kind of private label it for the different companies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I got to see what I guess everybody was using. Yeah. But the thing was, about a couple years in, we started doing university dorm rooms during summer.
Okay.
And I mean, we were talking thousands of rooms. Yeah. So
that's wild.
And what I would do right before then is I would call different companies that had different stuff to use. I said, I'm dealing with the worst, and this is a chance for you to prove that you're the best. So send me some samples.
Yeah.
And some of them did. And there's one to this day that is still, it still outdoes all the others.
Okay.
And no, if there's other carpet clean companies, I'm not going to tell you what that is. you got to get samples.
Right. So, don't release the secret recipe.
No. Yeah. Well, there's a lot. I used to send out on our website, I would have, which is allprocarpetcleaningaz.com, about just all pro carpet cleaning. I would do little how to fix things or how to do things at home.
Right. And you used to do some Facebook videos, I think, too.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was on Facebook. I would, and I don't know why I stopped because I have so many more, but it was. I
remember one that you did with the wine.
Yep.
You spilled some wine on some carpet and then took it off.
Some white wine.
Yeah.
Which everyone's like, what? But yeah. And that was before Martha Stewart because Martha Stewart, I'm watching that. I'm like, I already did that.
Yeah.
She saw it. So I'm famous.
Right.
That's it. But yeah, we've been just a mom and pop business. My son works for us still.
Cool. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And my other son, well, he's going for a business degree and accounting.
Okay.
So
that's good.
I will use him for that.
Yeah.
And then my other son, he's serving our country. He's in North Carolina right now.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
He is a beast. They called him, what do they call him? Baby Thor.
Oh, really?
Which he hated. So he ended up getting bigger. I'm
not a baby anymore.
Baby Thor, what are you talking about? But he's a good looking kid. He's awesome. And then, as and that goes, business has been great. And just kind of, but it's 24/7, as you know. It's hard for me where we're at to get away. I can't find another Jeff because my other son that was really like me went away. And then I've got my other son that works for me, and he's great.
Yeah.
He is great, but he's also going to have his degree in 6 months. So he's going to be gone.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
He'll be working for some firm or something.
Okay.
But hey, man,
maybe you can coax them into helping you out still.
Yeah, on the side, it's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough to get. They'll be doing that, and then to get them to come over and help you, for free. I've given them all a lot. So maybe he'll help me out on that.
I'll tell you a little secret that I've used for past maybe 5 years. I have a relationship with a lot of the football coaches. High school football coaches around, and you could probably use it with basketball coaches and baseball coaches. But when these kids are on teams, they already have some of that discipline. Especially for football kids, they're out there in the summer, like at 6 a.m. They're either practicing or they're lifting weights. So they have a schedule. They're used to being on a team. They have some discipline, and you can say that for all the team sports.
Yeah.
So maybe you can. Find some high school kids that are ready to graduate and
that's
try them out.
Yeah, because my one son Brandon that serves now. He was at Mountain View football. He played Mountain View football. Matter of fact, the year they went and played South Point, and they had an All-American, and my son got to he was a gunner too, so my son got to run him down. And we were like high-fiving like crazy over there. Poor All-American, he didn't know what hit him. Baby Thor. Right. He was the exercise, the caring for what goes into his body,
right?
All that.
Being on a team sport, so you're depending on other people, but you have to do your job so that people can depend on you. Yeah, those are all strengths. They really are. Yeah,
I wish my daughter would have played sports. We tried.
Oh yeah,
she just wanted to do makeup and hair. So that's not really a team sport. I don't think.
No. That's an individual sport.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man!
So you've expanded a little bit. You're not just doing some carpet cleaning, but you're doing some cleanup.
Oh yeah. The biohazard cleanup.
Cleanup.
Yeah, which would be unattended death. Crime scene cleanup, and I'll tell you what, man. Because I've done the dorm rooms for 20-something years. People go, "Whoa, how can you do that?" Well, I've done the dorm rooms for 20-something years.
So that prepped you for it,
man. You do that,
yeah.
There's nothing that'll even you just go in and do your thing.
Wow.
But yeah, we'll. I know there was a gentleman that he'd passed away, and it wasn't found till 2.5 months later.
Oh,
and
wow!
That was one that was pretty.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad.
But,
but it was nice to go in there and get it all cleaned up for the family because they wanted to sell the home immediately, and so went in there, cleaned it all up, and it was like nothing ever happened. So so that's it's really rewarding to do that because you get to help people. In a tough time, so it's also a chance to be able to talk to them. It's like I said, you don't need to go in there.
Yeah,
said, we're going to go in. We're going to take care of everything, and then have them walk through the next time, and they're like,
yeah, it's almost like the house that they remembered. There's none of the smells are in there, none of the fluids or anything are in there.
Right,
just back to being restored.
Yeah, and like in his case, spotless.
Yeah.
The house was clean like when he had moved into it. So it was a fond memory too, but for them on that one. But yeah, it's tragic.
Yeah.
But you get to be a light in a dark place for a dark time.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get to shine your light. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep, so.
Way back, another lifetime ago, I was a firefighter with a Pix Rocks Fire Department, and we got a call from the sheriff's department, and we had to go over there and check out a house that a guy had died. He'd been in there about a week or two.
Yeah, that's enough.
And just say, he's dead.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're out.
Yeah. I think we had to wait for the medical examiner.
All right, and usually what I've found is the medical examiner when they're going to, the coroner, when he goes to take the body, he's usually alone. So the police department, and I met a few guys in the police department, they're all, we had this one big guy, and there's no way the coroner could have got him. So we're all around.
Oh, wow.
And we're going down the steps.
Yeah.
And the family's in the living room, and he fell.
Oh.
And and so I was like, oh my goodness. He goes, we're trying to clean up where he went. And then we scurried out of the house real quickly.
Well, yeah. Well, honestly, the police officers aren't trained to do that. They're,
Yeah. No, yeah. They, from his office, he said he did it. He's probably very good at it. But he's retired now, so.
Okay.
Good for him. Right. He saw enough.
All right. Well, we're going to go to a break and visit our sponsors. You're watching Southwest Flavor. We'll be back in just a moment.
Welcome to Snap Fitness. This is my gym.
And my gym.
And this is my gym.
And my gym.
Here at Snap Fitness Marana, we welcome all kind people trying to stay healthy.
Ready to make us your gym? Click the link below, message us on social media, or give us a call 520-400-4646.
Discover the power of 88 Crime, where your anonymous tips are rewarded with cash. When you call in anonymously with a tip, you are given a code. With the code and a password, you can walk into a bank and redeem your reward anonymously. If your anonymous tip results in a felony arrest, you can claim up to $2,500 cash reward. Let's stop the silence on crime and strive for a safer community. For more information, please visit 88crime.org or call 88crime.
Your favorite radio just got bigger, bolder, and better connected. Live the Dream Media is revolutionizing how you stay tuned in. With our explosive growth in online radio and our brand new mobile app, your entertainment goes wherever you do. Stream your favorite shows, discover new hits, and connect with audiences across the digital landscape, all at your fingertips. Advertisers don't miss out. Join our expanding digital network and reach engaged listeners across platforms. Download the Live the Dream Media app today and experience radio reimagined.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, CopperCreekCookies.net.
We can print anything on our soft vanilla logo cookies. We deliver them and other sweet treats locally. We are located at 4249 West Ina Road, Suite 121. Call us 520-300-1131. We bake smiles.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, CopperCreekCookies.net.
Welcome back to Southwest Flavor. Hey, if you haven't downloaded the app, go ahead and download it. It's Live the Dream Media, and it's on your app store. So pick it up. It's free. You get to see this show. You get to see Chris's show, and all the other shows that are here during the week. So there's a lot of good stuff. Between the shows, there's always music. So you can just put it on your car, put it on your desk, and just listen to it throughout the day. So Jeff, we were talking earlier about music.
Yeah.
And you grew up with music.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a lot of family history.
Yep. My my uncle is Lefty Frizzell. In the 50s, he was as big as it gets. As a matter of fact, he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame. And then later on after that, my father became lead guitarist for Dottie West.
Oh, okay.
And then he met the love of his life, Shelley West, her daughter. At that time, not the love of his life anymore, because it's musicians. That's all I'm saying. So, but at the time, he had met her, and they got married. And my uncle David Frizzell and Shelley West were Country Music Duo of the Year.
Oh wow!
From 81, 82, and 83, I believe.
Wow!
With "You're the Reason God Made Oklahoma," which was a big hit, and Clint Eastwood actually produced it.
Oh,
their first album. Yeah. So in the background,
I didn't know he was into music at all.
Oh yeah, they were in his movie Honky Tonk Man. My Uncle David and Shelley.
Okay.
But he produced their album. He wasn't, I don't think, until then.
Oh, okay.
But he produced their album and put. You could hear "You're the Reason God Oklahoma" in the background in the movie "Any Which Way You Can."
Aha.
Yeah, you can hear it on the little radio. Huh. But yeah, so
I remember those movies when we were growing up in the 80s. Yeah,
they were cool.
They were.
Matter of fact, Clint Eastwood sent my dad a watch with an orangutan on it.
Oh, really?
Course, yeah, it was a little gift.
He had a Clyde watch.
Yeah, he did have a Clyde watch. Man, I don't know where it was. I was like, oh, let me see. Oh, it's here somewhere. But my dad's got more guitars than I do.
Oh.
So it's hard to find anything.
Okay.
He's got a great little music room. But he was basically their lead guitarist, and he was signed on with Sony. And I guess my dad, Alan Frizzell, was he's big in Europe.
Okay.
And but there was a time when their country music, right when they just made it, I got to go on tour with them for the summer.
Oh, okay.
So
you were still in school then, or
I was. I was.
Yeah,
I was still in school. So I went to got on the tour bus and it was this was something that was crazy. So I met them at Magic Mountain. They're doing a show there in California, and it's like they basically said, hey, here's a pass, and we're going to have a liaison with you, and you could ride whatever you want to ride.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're right with me and eat whatever. So
Every young man's dream.
It was.
Right?
I was like, bye, Dad. So I went, and the liaison with me, and there's huge lines, and we just went on the left side, and there was a guy he was handicapped. And she goes, "Excuse me, sir." And we went by the guy.
Oh,
and the guy kind of felt bad,
right?
And just got on the roller coaster and then took off. So, so the perk was too much, I think, for me. I would have waited one. So, but went on tour. Got a chance to meet Barbara Mandrell.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in love when I first saw her. I was.
Now, how old do you think you were?
Let's see. It was 83. I might have been 16 or 17.
All right.
Right in between there. And then, but we did that. And then we're going to Lake Shasta Resort for another show, and it's Merle Haggard's.
Oh.
So get there and get to meet Merle Haggard. And he was so cool.
Yeah?
He was just the nicest guy. I remember when he came back on the bus, he's all, "You drink, son?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, you drink now." So he drink or whatever. But so he's up there, and I'm selling Shelley West T-shirts inside the bar there.
Okay.
And they said Jose Cuervo because that was her big hit song.
Okay.
So I'm selling T-shirts, and Merle's like, he goes, "Hey, we got another Frizzell in here." And then the spotlight's moving around, and he points over to me, and he goes, "Hey, little Frizzell, what do you want to hear?"
Really?
And I knew what his number one hit song was at the time. It was Rainbow Stew. So I said, "Well, I'd like to hear Rainbow Stew." And everybody went nuts.
Yeah.
So glad I did my research, which was harder back then.
Oh, yeah. You didn't have the internet back then.
Dad, what's his name? I don't remember how I got it, but man, he was so cool. And then I know he was playing up here before he passed away. And I really wanted to go and see him again. Something happened where I didn't. That was I knew I should have went. Yeah. Saying my goodbye. Little Frizzell. So, but he was cool. And then here it is. So school's about to start. Mm-hmm. We're on the tour bus, and they get the call from Johnny Carson.
Oh.
So that kind of dates it a little bit.
Yeah.
So they get the call from Johnny Carson, and he says, "Hey, can you be here on this night?" And so that night, whatever it was the first day of school.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, and Dad's all, "Man, I got to get you home." And I said, how many times is a guy going to get to meet Johnny Carson?
Yeah.
Right? And he said, "Nope, your mom will kill you. She'll kill me." And I said, "Well, we should call her." I don't think she will.
Right.
But he set it up, and I didn't get to go on it and meet him. And I called him like that night, right a little bit after the show was, which was pretty late. And he was, he goes, "Man," he goes, "you would have loved it." He goes, "Angie Dickinson was on the show," and he goes, and so he had separated from my stepmom on that tour while I was there. It wasn't me, I'll tell you that. So he's like, he goes, "Yeah, Angie Dickinson was there." And he goes, "Man, I was doing well." And then a limo pulls up, and the door opens up, and I just see Johnny's arm, and she ran off.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, "There it goes." So I said, "Dad," I said, "You're cool, but you're not Johnny Carson cool."
That's right.
So what can you say? But now Dad is a gospel country singer, and he's had a few number one hits. So he's with his final wife. He turned his life around.
Okay.
And he sings for the Lord, and he goes plays churches, especially cowboy churches.
Oh, okay.
But
he's been doing that for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been, I believe, maybe 12 years.
Okay.
He's been doing that, and sometimes he gets to tour through Tucson.
Yeah.
And I'll try to set up shows for him and whatnot, and get to play with him.
We've gone and seen him a couple times in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good and he's a great writer. So I mean, for anyone, just look up Alan Frizzell and check it out.
Did you ever get together with him and collaborate with your writing?
No, I mean I've sent him my stuff and he likes it, but I'm the black. I'm kind of like the black sheep of the family because I really was doing rock and roll. I got to open up. I know at one time I opened up for Great White. I think 3 times. I opened up for Warrant, Night Ranger, Bret Michaels, Vince Neil. So I had my little window of time.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it was fun. It was great. It was like on a bucket list. I mean, I was a little kid. Oh, I want to open up for Motley Crue.
Yeah.
I didn't, that was early on. And then there I was opening up for Vince Neil.
Yeah.
Kind of after that. That was 5 years ago?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so it might have been 6, but yeah, we did get, I had an amazing band. I think I had one of the best drummers in the city. His name's Mark Caniglius, so shout out to Mark.
Cool.
And I believe he's the worship pastor at the Ridge.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
that's in Oro Valley also, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I visited him over there, and when he was starting out, and he was playing the drum. He's so good. He was playing the drums and just swamping the worship a little bit. I said, man, I don't know, you need to change sticks, or you're going to put something around you, or
put that plexiglass around you,
or play the cajon. So he started playing the cajon. So, he's something great, but yeah, it's and they're making a Lefty Frizzell documentary.
Oh,
and this was
cool.
It was about 3 years ago that they started doing it. So Willie's on it.
Okay.
I mean, everyone is on it. So but the thing was, after the Lefty Frizzell documentary came out, they're supposed to make the Lefty Frizzell movie.
Oh,
and then so everyone would know. I mean, I know one time Lefty went to Elvis Presley's house because Elvis liked my Uncle Lefty. So he said, hey, come on over. And so he went over there and ended up spending the week at Graceland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, man,
that's
Dad,
amazing.
I said, Dad, why didn't you go? And he goes, man, I was country. He goes, I wasn't going to go see no Elvis Presley. I said, you regret that? And he goes, yeah, biggest mistake of my life. So, but yeah, it's there's some cool stuff in the family. They've really, and whenever I go over there's like 3 guitars in every room.
Yeah.
So the whole family will be there. My sister Tess West, she took the Tess West Frizzell. She's touring around right now, and her fiance, I would like to say, is his name's Bobby Timberland, or it's Tomberlin, and he has written some #1 hit songs.
Oh, wow.
So they go out together, and I think it's Lone Star, one of their best slow like ballad songs. So we'll go over there. He'll be playing songs and singing.
Yeah.
Sister will be playing and singing. My other sister will be playing and singing. My little brother will be playing and singing. My father's over there playing and singing. We just have a good time.
Man. Yeah.
I love going. I miss them all. So
Where did you grow up?
I did live with Dad in it was Knoxville.
Okay.
I lived with him for about 3 months, but we were a lot alike, so it didn't work out. And even his wife now, she's like, man, you remind me of your dad.
Oh, wow.
It's like, is that good or bad? She goes, oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's too much right now. But yeah, they're amazing. So.
Yeah. Well, I could see just, with all that music in your life, I could see that your family would be in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it was there. And then, I mean, my mother was worked for IBM in San Jose, California.
Oh,
and then from there, they were transferred here to Tucson.
Oh, that's what's brought you to Tucson?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's what it was, IBM.
All right.
They used to have family days that were amazing. But it's, rides and bingo, giving out TVs.
Oh, wow.
The big TVs. I don't even think you can carry those out. But
right. Back in the day, a big TV probably weighed 200 pounds.
A 19-inch that's 150 pounds. Yeah. But you won't drop it because you're a guy. You're not going to drop it.
That's right.
No, I got it. So
you just can't walk for the next couple days after that.
Exactly. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So.
Oh, man. So when was the first time that you picked up a guitar, or you knew that like? Can you learn music or play music by ear, or was it that process where you had to go through all the, learning to read music and learning to do the different chords?
Before, guitar, I wanted to play it badly, but then I remember I liked a girl, and I think
that's how it all
in middle
starts.
School, and she was on the band, so I didn't want to play like a flute or nothing, so I got a trombone. So that's when I learned how to read music. Was playing the trombone. But I cheated. I'd pre-write my music. 1, 2, just positions.
Yeah.
So when the teacher would come over, I'd be like, "Good job." Yeah. Never once did he look over to see it, but oh well. So I wish I didn't do that. I wish I actually did that, but he let me get away with it. So I think it's his fault. But then. I was singing at a church at the time called Tucson Community Church, and I was like, you know what, I think I really want to start playing guitar. So I just
really?
Yeah.
So you didn't start playing guitar till you got to TCC?
Well, it was a little before then. I mean, I did take lessons in high school.
Okay.
But I cheated there too. It just worked for me.
Yeah. Well, you kind of did the cliff notes of it,
Yeah. Just clip note everything and just so that's why it was kind of easy for me to pick up because of that, because I did play it then.
Yeah.
And but I was playing, Ronnie James Dio, picking it out, stuff, and then whatever those easy rock songs would be.
Yeah.
So then when I started doing the other ones, I working on church songs. Then I started really getting a kind of a repertoire of chords and
you're mastering your skill.
Yeah, and then I started writing songs because I was always a little bit of a poet. I mean, I didn't realize it until I started writing songs. Like, oh yeah,
you're a poet, but you didn't know it.
Yeah,
yeah. There you go.
But Dad loves the songs I wrote. There was one I wrote called "Use Me," and it's a definite kind of a rockish ballad, but he really liked that one. So he allowed me play that every now and then whenever I'm over. So
very cool.
Yeah.
And are you writing any music for the churches that you play at?
No, but what? Actually, there was this this hook. Everybody gets a good hook every now and then.
Right.
So I got a good hook, and I was singing it this morning before I came in here, and I was like, I gotta do something with this.
Okay.
So I'm probably gonna go in, and whether it's used there or out, which I know my son and we started going and playing out and working together. So I've got backtracks in there for us too, because I like a full band. When you're used to a full band. So I've got that all set up on some songs, and then some will just play, just acoustically. Yeah. But he's a better guitarist than I am.
Really?
Yeah. He's doing Van Halen's Eruption, So yeah. But as that goes, I'd like to play more out with him, but having a business, it's been tough to get out.
It is tough.
Yeah. But I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get there.
Good.
Eventually.
Yeah. Just do it.
Yeah.
You got to just do it.
Yeah. It's
sometimes if you keep saying I'll do it tomorrow, then tomorrow never comes. So
right. Because tomorrow's always tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow's always tomorrow. Put stuff on your calendar and do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
I know. I've got a great little music room set up. Yeah. And the equipment I got from a friend of mine works at Sweetwater, and he gives me a family discount.
Cool.
And so I call him up, and first it's a begging process. Honey, I really need this to be able to do this. and then once I get past that process, it's no. And then I call up my friend Sweetwater. I say, can you call my wife and tell her how much I need this?
Right.
And next thing I know, she goes, it's on its way.
So, you have a good process going on there.
Yeah. I realized it worked whenever I really thought that I needed something. She would say no to me, and then I would call my daughter, and I say, can you please call your mother and see what you can do? And that's how she's going to watch this and know what I would.
She knows the secrets now.
She's going to know. I'm going to get nothing. Thanks, Ron.
I'm always here for you, man.
You are.
But man, just the music's in your family. It's something that I think you guys are born with. You know, I mean, I don't have any kind of artistic talent at all. I can't dance, sing, draw.
None of
that.
Not even the safe place.
No, not really. I think my talent is more, mechanical. I can work on stuff. You know, I can take stuff apart. I can see how it works. I can put stuff back together.
That's a gift, man.
Yeah. So we all have our gifts. Definitely.
Yeah, that's right.
I just don't have that. I don't have that side of the brain of the artistic side of the brain.
Yeah, I know with our, there's nowhere for any of us really to get repairs for our machines anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm glad for me being cheap early on.
Yeah. You learned how it worked.
Yeah. I was like, hey, guess what, hon? I saved us $1,500. Guess what, hon? I saved us this.
Right.
Trying to get, a little credit for that. But she's good to me, though.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break and visit our sponsors, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes with Southwest Flavor.
Welcome to Snap Fitness. This is my gym.
And my gym.
And this is my gym.
And my gym.
Here at Snap Fitness Marana, we welcome all kind people trying to stay healthy.
Ready to make us your gym? Click the link below, message us on social media, or give us a call 520-400-4646.
Discover the power of 88 Crime, where your anonymous tips are rewarded with cash. When you call in anonymously with the tip, you are given a code. With the code and a password, you can walk into a bank and redeem your reward anonymously. If your anonymous tip results in a felony arrest, you can claim up to $2,500 cash reward. Let's stop the silence on crime and strive for a safer community. For more information, please visit 88crime.org or call 88crime.
Your favorite radio just got bigger, bolder, and better connected. Live the Dream Media is revolutionizing how you stay tuned in. With our explosive growth in online radio and our brand new mobile app, your entertainment goes wherever you do. Stream your favorite shows, discover new hits, and connect with audiences across the digital landscape, all at your fingertips. Advertisers don't miss out. Join our expanding digital network and reach engaged listeners across platforms. Download the Live the Dream Media app today and experience radio reimagined.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, CopperCreekCookies.net.
We can print anything on our soft vanilla logo cookies. We deliver them and other sweet treats locally. We are located at 4249 West Ina Road, Suite 121. Call us 520-300-1131. We bake smiles.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, CopperCreekCookies.net.
Welcome back. We're at Southwest Flavor, and we're at the worldwide studios of Live the Dream Media here in Marana, Arizona. I'm here with Jeff Frizzell. Hey. We've been talking about all kinds of things, but let's talk about something that we have in common, and that's the love for the 49ers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, from San Jose, we would go to Candlestick Park.
Yeah.
And when we went there, man, football was different then because they shared the field with the San Francisco Giants.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah. So these guys, man, matter of fact, I was there when O.J. Simpson played for us.
Oh, wow.
One year. And I remember later on, they're like, how did he get over the fence? I know how he got over. He just jumped over it.
Yeah.
He would hurdle over a front line. So that was...
I remember that. I remember having the dirt patches, in there.
They'd be running across, and it's crazy to think of it now because of how big it's gotten.
Right.
And then but we had season tickets to the 49ers and the Giants.
Oh, okay.
So I would go see the Giants when they had Willie McCovey, and I know when the Dodgers would come, it was a big deal because they were always going Golden Glove, Willie McCovey and Steve Garvey. He's trying to get that Golden Glove, And that was around the Willie McCovey's last time he played. And then the next year, Steve Garvey got it. So
Okay. And you were just right down the interstate. You're, 45 minutes away from Candlestick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't have to pay a toll then.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You could just drive right in.
Right.
But yeah, so even as a little kid, I still have my San Francisco 49ers old jacket that I got one Christmas.
Wow.
So yeah, I didn't have a choice. Some people can pick their teams. Mine was picked for me. And then there was a scrimmage being played, and we got to go to that, and they allowed me to go on the sidelines.
Wow.
So I'm a little kid sitting there with Joe Montana, Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, Dwight Clark.
Wow.
While standing
all
kind
the
of
legends.
back.
Yeah.
Back. And this was before they won that Super Bowl, but it was that year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I got to sit back there and hang. And the thing was, I mean, I was just kind of a little awestruck, just staring at them, being pretty quiet.
Oh, yeah.
And, but I remember, Ronnie Lott and Joe Montana were like my favorites.
Yeah.
And I had a little slogan that I wanted to share with Ronnie Lott. I did not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he was a defensive player and a half.
Yeah.
He'd
was
be
amazing.
watching the screen. He'd hit someone, and they would be off the screen. And I was like, oh, just a little bit of Lott.
There you go.
That was it. But this year was a little tough for me because we didn't have our defense like I wanted. So I am excited that we're getting Saleh in there.
Yeah.
And hopefully they allow him to do things. Now, I
think they will.
If I was Shanahan, I'd be a little bit worried though with Saleh, because if he brings it up, I mean, he gets us there, but we didn't quite cross it over. But I mean, they might go, Saleh's right here. He could just come in. So
yeah, well,
I mean, it could happen.
It could happen. It could happen. It's nice that Robert Saleh got to go get some experience, some head coaching experience, got to get experience with a whole different organization.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's all just experience on your resume. So now he comes back as a defensive coordinator, and
he loved that job.
Yeah.
Did you? Now, I would watch the Jets just because I loved Robert Saleh because of he was so exciting on the sidelines. If they would do anything, he was jumping up like in the sky, shaking his fist, smacking his guys.
And he brought that defense way up. They're really high ranked.
Yeah, they went to a number 5 defense.
Okay.
And what were they? They were like 20. I think now they're like 29th or something. I know now, but I know he brought them up to a number 5.
Yeah, he did.
And he's going to be a great addition back. I just liked, but when he was coaching the Jets, I would watch him, and he didn't have as much fun. Yeah. It was, so I think even that's why I figured, I said, you know what, I bet they can get him back.
Yeah.
Because he loved
kind of homecoming. Doing.
Yeah. So it's, if he can get the right people in place. I know there's a gentleman from the Bengals that they better be calling. What's his name? Garrett? Or not Garrett?
Well, he brought in a new special teams coordinator.
Okay.
And I think he was from the Jets also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure people are going to.
Yeah. He worked for Saleh over at the Jets, so they brought him over.
Come on, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did. Jets had a good defense.
Yeah.
They did. They just, they're.
And the 49ers special teams were pretty bad last year. They were. So that's definitely something that needs to be improved.
Yeah. Now, my son that serves, he's a huge Niners fan too.
Okay.
Huge. So he'll be in North Carolina, or he was in Washington State, but we'll like Skype it or Zoom it, and we'll show each other, our food prep. It's really important. So show what we got going on.
So are you usually grilling, or are you smoking, or what are you doing for your food prep?
Oh, I would be smoking.
Okay.
I did have a 6-foot smoker.
Oh, wow.
But now I have a smaller smoker, and I have an electric smoker.
Yeah. Well, you have less people in your house now.
Yeah.
Your family grew up, and it is.
It's like, it's quiet, which is nice, but
but
I do miss the runaround, because I mean, when my kids were younger, I was their football coach for flag football. And, yeah, it was.
You run them around to all their appointments and their field trips and sports.
Yeah, which was it was great. They're all. I'm really blessed because they're really all good kids.
Yeah, you have a great family.
Yeah,
you do.
And was it my one son got like hair like mine, but better. It's perfectly curled. He looks like Jon Snow from what is it?
Right, from
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Yeah, I even got a little action figure, Jon Snow. It's like, look, son. I guess for me it would be Mellencamp. Lately, it's been Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi, I've heard people say Bon Jovi.
I don't have action figures for them. I haven't looked it up, but
yeah, we need to find you one.
So I put Jon Snow.
You know what? We're pretty lucky guys, you and I. I mean, we're in our 50s and we still have a full head of hair.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
a lot of our friends don't have that luxury.
Yeah, I did. That's most of my friends.
Yeah,
they just they have to use a thing to shave it too.
Yeah.
Not for me. I've got a tiny head, big hair.
Do most of your uncles and all that? Do they still have their hair? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, my dad's got big hair. It's going over there. We're all like, we're all taking up the room.
Yeah.
And it's, for those that know me, I don't use Aquanet.
Maybe in the 80s?
No, I didn't use Aquanet. I probably
Aquanet was a thing in the 80s.
My hair was, yeah. I had to, if I put hairspray on, I had to push it down.
Oh, wow.
So it's not as thick as it was. So I'm thankful of that. But it's funny. Yeah, but
so we're talking about a little bit of grilling and smoking. What's your favorite dish that you like to smoke for game day?
Oh, for game day.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, brisket.
Yeah.
Yeah, brisket was it. And then I know on Thanksgiving I used to smoke the turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah.
And I know one time I got a turkey. I stood it up and
did the beer can?
Beer can turkey.
Okay.
And then under it I did a ham, and above it I had bacon.
Oh.
So the bacon drizzled on the turkey, then drizzled on the ham.
Oh wow.
And that was the win.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but it was so I had to get up at I had to get everything in there at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And then around 1:00 in the afternoon, people were starting to come. Like, man, it's been in there forever.
Yeah. Did they stall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was because it would be cold at night, and my 6-foot smoker would drop. So I'd end up having to stay up all night. That's why I got rid of the 6-foot smoker.
Okay.
Because I'd like to set it and know.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a pellet smoker. And so you set it and it just stays the same temperature as long as it has the pellets in it.
Yeah.
You got to make sure your hopper's full.
Yep.
Yeah. Which we've probably all done that. The hopper runs out and
no, I got to go. Walmart at 2 a.m.
Right.
You and another guy fighting for the last bag.
Right.
Yeah, that's the story of my life right there.
But yeah, brisket takes a long time too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brisket usually put it in the night before.
Yeah.
Get it going.
And I know I went, because my son was moving from Washington back to North Carolina. He's getting stationed over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he had car trouble. So I drove my truck up, put his Jeep on the truck, and drove him back home.
Okay.
And he always had tons of, he loves barbecue and smoking and all that.
Oh, cool.
So he comes over, he's got thick T-bones, pork loin. I mean, just filled. And he goes, man, this will go bad. We got to cook it all.
Oh.
So we did. We smoked. We had, that was the best weekend.
Yeah.
I must admit. And he's talented at spices. So, I mean, I think as in working out, he outdid me. As in smoke prep and meat prep, he should have his own show.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have him on one of these days. Yeah.
Baby Thor's chicken.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, you should actually. He's got what he's done in the service is pretty amazing.
Very cool.
Being special forces and
nice.
And now I think because he's going to get out, he's going through in Fort Bragg. He's going ahead and go through a Beamer. The Army has training for Beamer mechanics.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's almost through with that, and he's going to be back up here. But he's gotten job offers already.
Very cool.
He's top, as always, he's top of his class and whatever he does.
My oldest son, he has a Beamer, and his girlfriend has a Beamer, and he works on a lot of them. So
Oh yeah, see? And,
they'll have to talk.
yeah, because he learned he had to learn German to be able to do everything. So that's part of it. He was learning. But I mean, his wife knows 5 languages. So
really,
yeah,
wow.
She's going. I think she's going to be going for a doctorate. So
man,
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart kids.
Yeah.
They're going to be taking care of me. I can see it now.
Yeah, you gotta have a good relationship with your grown kids, because someday they're going to be taking care of you or making the decisions to take care of you.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And Taylor would be tough. My son Taylor, and Faith would be good. She's quite the little caregiver. My daughter and Brandon. He's.
Well, Faith is the baby, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think sometimes, or most of the time, the baby's the one that takes care of the parents.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. She's got 3 kids, Carter, Xavier, and Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting ready for a birthday party for Courtney. So I know I went and got him a giant swing set.
Yeah.
I mean, it's from a park.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's huge. So they're all super excited. Courtney came over and she goes, "I love you, Grandpa." She gives me a hug. And I was like, "Oh my goodness." She goes, "Thank you.
That's
I never
awesome.
want to leave the swing set." So
just give her a sandwich on the swing set once in a while, and
that's it.
She'll be good.
She'll be fine. So that warmed my heart a lot.
Yeah.
So. And then I got for the birthday party, I've got those blow up slides.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I got. Man, we have more stuff for our grandkids.
Yeah.
Than I mean, my kids had a lot of stuff, but the grandkids, you come over. Yeah, we got a park at the house. We had to sell some of it because I said, babe, it's too much.
Yeah.
They've got a kids barbecue grill, a kitchen, and they've got it. But
it's part of being grandparents.
Do you know? Are you going through like a grandparents' war a little bit?
No, we don't have any grandkids yet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man. Okay, this is something to look forward to. I don't know if other people know about this, but so our grandbabies, and they have their grandparents and their great grandparents, and they live together.
Ah, okay.
And then there's us, and we're always fighting for time. No, you get a half day on Thanksgiving and the other half day, or you get Christmas Day, they get Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of established that, but I didn't like the half day thing. But I said, you know what? That's it. I'm going to make it so the kids don't want to leave.
There you go.
So I went out and
You're going to have your own amusement park there.
3 full-size arcade games.
Oh, really?
So I got arcade games, and they play like, they got 15 games on them each.
Oh, okay.
So I got that set up. We got all kinds of toys and all, but I know why I did it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, we're going to go over to other grandma and grandpa's. And I was like, oh. So, I don't know. I think they're
that could
really
almost be
folks.
like a Netflix show or something, Grandparents Wars or something like that.
I think it should be because it's serious. Where are you going?
Yeah.
You're staying the night with that grandparent? So yeah, it could be.
But they don't have the full size swings.
I know they don't. Yeah. Well, I brought that to their house. We have a castle that has a drawbridge that also goes into a boat.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and we have a house, and I think we sold the barbecue and the kitchen because we had a full.
Yeah.
We had a kitchen with more utensils that, you'd open it up and when they would come over my whole house, you couldn't walk through it.
You're stepping on utensils.
Yeah, so that's why she got rid of it. She goes, it's too much. And I said, I agree. So
there you go.
Yeah, grandkids are the best.
Yeah. Well, we have a couple minutes left. Tell us about how people can get a hold of you for their carpet cleaning, their tile cleaning,
upholstery cleaning. The other... And then hopefully they don't need that, but sometimes people get sick or the sewage backs up.
Mm-hmm. And you need some cleanup. You need some restoration.
You do some sewage backup stuff too. Obviously.
Right. We take care of the sewage backup. Yeah. We're a full service plumbing company.
See, no, I could come in with the gear and make it smell good so you can work.
There you go.
Yeah, we're just all pro carpet tile upholstery and biohazard clean. Like I said, we started in 96. You can reach us at 520-888-7563, except for right now because I'm talking with Ron. But after that, 24/7. We're available. Obviously, just go All Pro Carpet Tucson. You'll find us right away.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hey, man. Thank you.
This was great. Yeah.
It was. Go Niners next year.
Yeah. There you go.
It's our Super Bowl run finally.
Yeah.
And if the Chiefs aren't there.
Right. Who do you think is going to win on Sunday?
The refs.
Yeah. The Swifties.
The Swifties. Both teams are not my favorite anymore. I did like them when they had Joe Montana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like the Chiefs.
Yeah, I followed the Chiefs when they had Joe Montana.
They were my number 2 team until they played each other. That was like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
They're not my team. They're not my number 2.
Yeah.
So, but
he almost took them to the Super Bowl that year.
He did.
Yeah.
That was
with
so
Marcus
cool.
Allen as his running back.
Yeah. Which is kind of what the Eagles got going on this year. They've got Barkley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Barkley is amazing this year.
He is. So,
but he's running behind that line.
I'm hoping for a good, fair game where the refs call what needs to be called and they let go what needs to be let go.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
That's it.
All right. Well, we just completed another week of Southwest Flavor. We're here every Tuesday at 9 a.m. on Live the Dream Media, and we'll see you next week.